Chosen one, listen not with your ears, but with your heart. This moment is not a coincidence. If your eyes are on these words right now, it means you were divinely led here. God has orchestrated every step you've taken to arrive at this sacred threshold. A shift is erupting within your soul, holy, powerful, and unstoppable. Something luminous is awakening inside you. A radiant, fierce love is rising, ready to explode with a force you've never known. But this is no gentle whisper of affection. This love is fire. It is raw, it is bold, and it will shake the very core of who you are. It will tear down the walls of fear, burn through old pain, and light up your spirit so intensely that even the darkest paths around you will glow. This is not just for your healing, it is a rebirth, a recalibration of your purpose. The energy flowing through you now is not random. It is sacred, and it demands your surrender. But hear this clearly, it is urgent. If you resist, if you allow fear, doubt, or hesitation to hold you back, you risk missing the divine acceleration that is waiting for you. A portal has opened. God's love is flooding in, not as a trickle, but as a tidal wave. This love will call in miracles. It will restore broken relationships, reignite forgotten dreams, and awaken the purpose you've been craving with every breath. You've asked for this. You've prayed in silence. The whispers of your soul have reached heaven, and now heaven is responding. This is the moment where wanting becomes receiving, where hoping becomes knowing, where longing transforms into overflow. But this transformation does not happen through logic or willpower. It happens through surrender, through an open, willing heart that says, "Yes, I am ready." You must align with this divine current. Let it move through you, not in fragments, but fully, wildly, beautifully. Let yourself become the vessel. Before you move forward, I ask you to pause, because energy follows intention. Take these 3 sacred actions. First, hit the like button, not for vanity, but to amplify this divine wave. Second, subscribe so we can awaken 1,000 chosen souls ready to shift the world. Third, leave the number 99 in the comments. This is no random number. It is a signal, a sacred code. It tells the universe you are anchoring this transformation into reality. If you are truly chosen, your spirit will not pull away. You will stay. You will feel the calling in your bones, in your breath, in your heartbeat. But if you're not ready, your mind will try to distract you. That is how spiritual resistance works. But if your answer is yes, if your soul whispers, "I'm ready," then keep watching. Because what comes next will unlock a deeper level of your awakening and transform your reality from the inside out. This isn't just a chapter turning, it's the beginning of a whole new book. A divine burst is forming inside you, not born of emotion, but forged in the fires of supernatural love. And this love, it's not small, it's not fleeting, and it's not meant to be hidden. It is infinite, expansive, electric. It's designed to radiate through every cell, every breath, and every word you speak. You're not just receiving love, you're becoming love. You're being turned into a transmitter of divine energy. You'll begin to feel it, warmth in your chest, calm in your presence, a new softness in your words. This is not weakness, it's sacred strength, refined, pure, and divine. Your aura will change. People will sense it. Spaces will shift when you enter, not because of whom you used to be, but because of whom you're becoming. A vessel of God's presence, and this love inside you, it's not just for you, it's for the healing of others, for the remembering of others. You are being ignited so that others may catch flame. This love is ancient, eternal, and meant to move without boundaries. You won't be able to hold it back. You'll laugh more, cry more, feel more, and all of it will be beautiful, sacred, and alive. This is your heart waking up. This is your soul rising. And in this activation, you're not becoming someone else. You're becoming who you truly are. The one you were always meant to be. Have you noticed it? That glow in the mirror that wasn't there before. The softness in your gaze, it's not your imagination. Your body is responding to the light awakening within you. This is real science, supports it. When we live in harmony, release stress, and align with love, even our cells begin to regenerate differently. Your skin is glowing not because of a cream, but because your soul is healing. Your body is becoming a reflection of your elevated spirit. You're not aging, you're reversing the process. You're becoming radiant, not because of skincare, but because of soul care. Divine love is the most potent beauty serum on earth. When your nervous system softens and your heart expands, your walk changes, your breath deepens, your smile begins to rise from a place of truth. That radiance you feel, It's real, and the world is beginning to see it. Even on your most tired days, people will compliment your glow, because it's not coming from effort, but from essence. True beauty isn't cosmetic, it's spiritual energy made visible. It's the peace in your posture, the warmth in your voice, the light in your eyes. This is not vanity, it's vitality. You are being infused with divine life force. The more you embrace who God designed you to be, the more magnetic you become. This isn't magic, it's alignment. This is you, luminous, grounded, and unshakably beautiful. You're becoming a walking portal of love, not the shallow kind that flatters, but the deep kind that melts pain, simply by your presence. Your love will no longer be silent, it will be felt. And in a noisy, fractured world, that is rare. People are starving for what you're beginning to carry, a soul-level love that sees others, accepts them, and gently awakens their power. This is divine transformation in motion. As your heart expands, your energy shifts. Your aura becomes coherent, magnetic, healing. Love is not just an emotion, it's an energetic force. And you, dear soul, are becoming a living field of that force. Some won't understand it, others will be magnetically drawn to it, but none will ignore it. People will pause when you're near. Conversations will go deeper without effort. Strangers will tell you their stories. Why? Because your energy feels like safety. You're not just becoming more loving, you're being encoded with heaven's frequency. And here's the miracle. This can't be hidden. Even when you try to shrink or stay silent, love will pour through your pores. You're glowing not from perfection, but from divine activation. This is not ordinary growth. This is divine acceleration. That means what once took years will now take weeks. What felt stuck will suddenly move. What was delayed will be delivered. God isn't just moving, He's expediting. Your alignment has sent a signal to heaven, and heaven is responding with force, with velocity, with purpose. This is not just a breakthrough. This is break speed. You may feel overwhelmed at times. The doors are opening, blessings are rushing in, and it might feel like too much all at once, but it's not. You were built for this. God waited for this exact moment to accelerate your life, not to overwhelm you, but to reward you. You've been faithful during the silent seasons. You kept showing up when no one saw. And now, everything is shifting quickly. Opportunities, healing, divine connections, they're arriving faster than you imagined. Your only job now is not to panic, but to receive, to trust, to flow. You don't have to strive anymore. You just need to stay aligned. This is not hustle season. This is harvest season. You planted seeds in your tears, and now they're blooming in joy. Don't look back. Don't doubt. The breakthrough you've prayed for is already unfolding. It's in motion. It's yours. Energy is everything, and your energy has shifted. That shift is changing your reality. You're no longer attracting chaos, you're attracting clarity. No more cycles of pain. No more counterfeit connections. You're now pulling in people who match your healed frequency, people who honor your soul and recognize your light. These people won't compete with you, they'll complete you. They won't fear your growth, they'll celebrate it. This new tribe, they will uplift you. They'll speak life into you. They'll protect your peace and cheer for your wins with sincerity. You don't have to chase love anymore. You don't have to beg for loyalty. It's being drawn to you, magnetized by the frequency you now carry. Yes, some old relationships will fade. Let them. As your soul upgrades, your circle will too. Don't mourn the release. Celebrate the replacement. The right people, the aligned, anointed ones, are on their way. And when they arrive, you'll know it deep in your bones. This is what you were waiting for. You're changing, and not everyone will understand. That's okay. In fact, that's confirmation that the shift is real. People who once knew you may say, "You're different," and they'll be right. You are different. You're becoming unrecognizable, not because you're pretending to be someone new, but because you've stopped pretending to be someone you're not. You're shedding everything false. And what's emerging is the real you, brighter, bolder, and more peaceful than ever. You're no longer carrying heavy energy. The trauma, the guilt, the survival mode, it's all breaking off. What's rising in its place is radiant. Don't be surprised when people pause, stare, or say, "There's something about you." They're not imagining it. That glow is real. It's your truth finally becoming visible. But make no mistake, this transformation didn't come cheap. You cried for this. You prayed through storms for this. You endured silence, betrayal, and loss for this. You died to old versions of yourself. and now you are being resurrected. This is your resurrection, and it is undeniable. Your light is now too powerful to be ignored. And here's the truth: you don't have to explain it. You don't owe anyone a justification. Just let them watch. Because the very ones who once doubted you will be the first to say, "I always knew there was something special about you." Let them talk. Let them turn. Let them witness what divine transformation looks like. Look around, the world is shaking. Fear is rising. Division is everywhere. And yet here you are, grounded, glowing, still. Not because your life is perfect, but because love is anchoring you. While others are breaking down, you're breaking open. While they spiral in panic, you're becoming peace. You're not just feeling love, you're radiating it. It's in your presence. It's in your voice. It's in your walk. People feel safer around you and they won't even know why. But you will. Your spirit is becoming a sanctuary. Your energy is turning into refuge. And this isn't coincidence, it's divine design. You were built for this moment. A lighthouse in the storm. A carrier of calm. A vessel of healing. This is not just emotional recovery, this is spiritual embodiment. God is using your body, your words, your silence, your existence to heal the world. You speak, and hearts soften. You smile, and heavy rooms begin to lift. You touch someone, and they feel seen. That's not charm. That's not charisma. That's divine frequency, vibrating off your soul. You are heaven's answer to a hurting earth. So walk like it, own it, radiate it. This next season won't just feel better, it will look better. You're stepping into a chapter where divine favor will touch every inch of your life. Doors that no man could open will swing wide. Delays will dissolve. Blockages will break. And prayers you forgot you prayed will begin arriving back to back. You'll pause and wonder, why now? The answer is simple. You're finally in alignment. And alignment always unlocks acceleration. You are no longer out of rhythm with your divine identity. You're walking in it, living it, breathing it, and heaven is responding. The flow has started. Financial favor, emotional peace, soul-nourishing relationships, even the places inside you that felt dry, dead, or too far gone, they're reviving. Dreams you buried because of pain or disappointment are returning, not because you begged for them back, but because they never stopped being part of your purpose. You didn't miss your moment. You were being prepared for it. And now, everything is catching up to the version of you that's ready. Don't be surprised when your life starts aligning like never before. Just stay grateful, give God the credit, and keep walking in that light. Because what's coming is something rare, genuine, soul-deep joy. Not the kind that's tied to achievements or bank accounts. Not the kind that fades with stress. This is real joy. Sacred joy. The kind that wakes you up smiling for no reason. The kind that brings tears to your eyes, not from pain, but from the feeling of finally being free. You've carried so much. You've fought battles no one knew about. You've healed silently. But now, it's your time. And this joy, it's yours to keep. Yours to keep. You've worn smiles while your heart was silently bleeding. And still, you kept going. You kept showing up. You loved through your pain. You stood when everything inside you was breaking. And now comes your reward. Your smile won't be forced anymore. Your laughter won't be cautious or guarded. Joy is returning home to you, and it's not coming alone. It's bringing peace, healing, and light with it. People will begin to ask, "What happened to you?" And all you'll do is smile. Because how do you explain a divine encounter? How do you describe the feeling of finally being whole after years of silently unraveling? You won't have to explain it. You'll simply live it. Every cell in your body, every corner of your soul, every thought in your mind will radiate with the energy of divine joy. And when joy enters your life like this, everything changes. Happiness is no longer a distant goal. It becomes your foundation. But be prepared, because this next part may shake you. It's been so long since you truly believed in love, real love, the kind that doesn't wound or weaken, but heals and lifts. Listen closely. God is sending someone. Not just anyone, but someone aligned, someone powerful in spirit, yet gentle in soul. Someone created to mirror the sacred within you. This person will not distract you from your purpose. They will speak life into it. They're not coming to complete you. You are already whole. They're coming to amplify the divine fire already burning in you. They'll see you, not just your face or your smile, but the depths of your essence. They'll hold space for your fears and celebrate your boldest dreams. This love will feel like breath, natural, necessary, effortless, and yet It will also feel like fire consuming, purifying, awakening everything inside you. You've waited for this. You've wept and prayed and surrendered for this. You've let go of what wasn't love to make room for what is. And now, it's here. This love will be heaven's echo in human form. It will feel sacred because it is sacred. You won't need to earn it. You'll only need to receive it. Because this love isn't here to test you, it's here to lift you. It's here to restore what life tried to steal. And as love finds its home in you, so does peace. You're stepping into a peace that surpasses all understanding. Not the kind this world offers, not the kind that shatters in hard times, but a peace rooted in the eternal. It cannot be shaken by news, by storms, or by heartbreak. A river of divine stillness is about to pour through your soul. Where there was once anxiety, there will be calm. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. People will feel it. They'll notice something different. They'll sit beside you and feel themselves relax, even without knowing why. Because it's not just that you have peace, it's that you've become peace. And make no mistake, this peace is not passive. It is powerful. It silences fear. It neutralizes negativity. It stands tall when everything else is falling. This peace isn't coming from a place of effort. It's flowing directly from the throne of heaven. God is saturating your atmosphere with a divine frequency that disrupts chaos and restores order. Your energy is changing. Your presence is becoming sacred ground. So when they ask, how do you stay so calm in the storm? You'll know what to say. It's not meets the one who dwells within me. That is the divine promise. Peace like a river, flowing from your soul and touching everyone who comes near. Prepare yourself. This love will not knock softly. It will flood your heart. It will overwhelm you at first, but only to awaken you. You are being called into a life. You no longer have to survive. You are being called into a life you can finally feel, not because it hurts, but because it heals places you once believed were beyond healing. This love, this divine force, is going to strike like light piercing through darkness, like warmth soaking into winter skin. It will tear down your walls and flood your soul. Because when real, sacred love arrives, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't knock gently. It transforms everything. You won't be able to return to the old version of yourself, the guarded one, the skeptical one, the one who believed love was too dangerous, too fragile. That person will dissolve in the face of this holy affection. This love doesn't speak in words, it speaks in presence. It will recognize every scar, every bruise, and every silent ache, and still choose to stay. And its consistency will shock you. Again and again, it will show up not as coincidence, but as confirmation. This isn't random. This is ordained. This is the kind of love that rewrites you. Literally, neuroscience confirms it. Love rewires the brain. It restores emotional balance, stimulates cellular healing, and rejuvenates the physical body. But spiritual love goes further. It realigns your soul with eternity. You won't just feel loved, you'll feel reborn. So when it hits, don't run. Don't hide behind old armor. Let it in. Let it bathe every broken piece of you in divine light. You may not fully realize it yet, but your body, your being, has become a beacon. You're emitting something not of this world. It's not style. It's not charisma. It's God's love made visible. The way you walk, the way you smile, the way you enter a room. It carries weight. It carries softness. It carries power. You're commanding not through force, but through presence. You're glowing in a way people can't explain but can't ignore. This isn't external beauty. This is energetic authority. Your nervous system is healing. Your posture is evolving. Your eyes are clearer. Your face is lighter. That's not vanity. It's vibration. Your cells are literally vibrating at a higher frequency. You're walking in the current of heaven's energy. And when people stare, they aren't staring in lust. They're pausing in awe. You're not trying to be attractive. You're simply being authentic. And authenticity is magnetic. They're not drawn to your looks. They're drawn to your light. You've become the kind of presence that makes others feel calm, safe, uplifted. A walking miracle, a living frequency, a radiant testimony. You don't have to chase anyone anymore. You don't have to prove anything. Your very existence speaks loud enough. You've become the kind of soul that makes people better just by being near. That is real beauty. And yes, something sacred is happening beneath the surface. On a biological level, your body is catching up to your spirit. You are healing cell by cell, breath by breath. Hormones are balancing. Sleep is deeper. Energy is rising, not by chance. Because when divine love takes over, the body responds. You're not just healing emotionally, you're regenerating physically. That glow on your skin, it's not makeup, it's not filters. That softness in your face, that calm in your eyes, it's your soul, finally at ease. God's love doesn't stop at the spirit, it reprograms the nervous system, it rewires the subconscious. And now, every part of you once worn down by heartbreak, anxiety, and survival is being gently, beautifully restored. This is your season of return, of youth, of vitality, of light. You are not just surviving anymore. You are rising luminous, whole, unstoppable, where your spirit feels light, where your body no longer carries the weight of yesterday, where laughter returns without effort, and mornings come without dread. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving. That glow people keep noticing. It's not superficiality, it's the afterglow of deep, sacred healing, the peace they feel around you. That's what it sounds like when a soul is finally free. You've walked through the dark, and now your whole being is living in the light. It's here, the shift, the moment, the season you once begged for in silent tears. You're not stepping into it anymore, you've already crossed over. The love, the purpose, the clarity, the joy, it's no longer a distant dream. It's now. The waiting is over. The delay was never denial, it was divine preparation. And now heaven is whispering, it's time. Everything you thought was lost is coming back a bit better. Everything that felt delayed is now being accelerated. This isn't hype, this is prophecy fulfilled. You did the work, you carved out space, and now blessings are arriving like rain after a drought, heavy, refreshing, unstoppable. Don't shrink, don't question, receive. This season isn't just an upgrade, it's a complete transformation. Your relationships will align, your calling will become crystal clear, your soul will stretch into new dimensions. Everything around you is unfolding with divine clarity, speed, and beauty. And yes, it may feel surreal, but trust this, when God accelerates you, nothing stays the same. There are moments in life when your spirit graduates. You've walked through the tests, endured the storms, sat in the silence, waited with faith, and now you are walking into divine reward. This is not karma, this is completion. Your soul has passed through fire and emerged gold. You didn't break, you evolved, and now the blessings that once felt withheld are being released all at once. You didn't just make it through, you transformed. While others surrendered to bitterness, you chose softness. While others gave up, you chose faith. While others ran from the pain, you met it head on. And because of that courage, because of that sacred, quiet endurance, you are now being honored on heaven's timeline. You've crossed a spiritual threshold. The graduation you just passed through is unlocking gates that were closed for years. You might feel strange, beautiful tension between exhaustion and exhilaration. That's because your entire system is adjusting to a higher frequency. You're no longer living on adrenaline or anxiety. You're now moving in alignment, ease, and grace. And that shift, it's making room for miracles. You don't have to prove your worth anymore. You don't have to strive to be seen. You already are worthy. You already are chosen. And your reward, it's not just what's coming on the outside, it's what's blooming on the inside. It's the inner peace that no storm can shake. The clarity that cuts through confusion. The quiet strength that can't be stolen. You've arrived, not just in your circumstances, but in your spirit. The relationships entering your life now will reflect your new level. The finances flowing to you now will feel effortless, natural, aligned. The love arriving in this season won't be rushed or reckless, it will be rooted. This isn't just favor, this is divine compensation for every silent battle you overcame, every private tear, every moment you chose growth over retaliation. Let's be honest, you've outgrown the fake, the shallow, the surface level connections. Your soul can no longer tolerate manipulation, dishonesty, or any energy that pulls you backward. That's because your vibration has shifted. You now live in a frequency where only truth can survive. And that truth within you and around you is your greatest protection and your deepest power. In this new vibration, masks can't last. People's energy reveals more than their words. You sense misalignment before it's spoken. You feel the weight of a room the moment you enter. And now, unlike before, you no longer betray your intuition just to keep the peace. You've learned, peace bought by self-abandonment is not peace at all. This is your elevation. Your discernment is sacred. You're tuned in to the frequency of truth, and only truth can remain. Yes, It may feel lonely at first. You might lose people, old friendships might fade, family dynamics may dissolve, familiar comforts may fall away. But don't fear the loss, honor it. Every ending is a spiritual cleansing. Every closed door is a divine redirection. You're not being punished. You're being protected from anything that could block your evolution. And what's coming next? It's pure, it's aligned, it's elevated. Whether it's a partner, a purpose, or a project, it will resonate with your soul's frequency. No confusion, no mixed signals, no manipulation, just mutual recognition, sacred energy, and truth that sets you free. There was a time, maybe not so long ago, when you constantly second-guessed yourself, when you craved confirmation, sought validation, waited for permission, but that time is over. You're now being given one of the highest divine gifts, heightened intuition. Your inner voice is louder, clearer, and more precise than ever. You don't need a sign anymore. You are the sign. Your intuition is sacred technology, divine wisdom, encoded into your nervous system. It's the whisper of the Holy Spirit within you. It shows you who is real and who is not. It warns you before harm arrives. It guides you toward miracles with quiet certainty. This isn't paranoia. It's prophetic sensitivity. Your soul is now tuned to the divine, and your inner knowing is sharper than ever. Stop asking others for permission to believe what you already feel. Start honoring it. When something feels off, it is. When something feels right, it is. Your body doesn't lie. Your spirit doesn't lie. God speaks through your senses, and in this new season, your intuition is your compass, so trust yourself. Trust the wisdom etched into your gut, your spirit, your heart. You're not overthinking, you're finally listening. You've been given a gift. Move forward now, not with arrogance, but with spiritual authority. Walk in that knowing, because your inner wisdom will never lead you into ruin. It will lead you home. You are not the same person you were a year ago, not even close. Something deeper has taken place, not just a shift in mindset, but a recalibration of your entire system. And now, everything is responding to the new you. Old programming is being erased. Trauma is leaving your cells. Your very DNA is responding to the divine frequency now flooding through you. This is not just healing. This is regeneration, transformation at the root level. The habits that once held you hostage, they're dissolving. The thoughts that used to trigger panic, they're fading into silence. Your nervous system is stabilizing. Your subconscious is being reconditioned, and your spirit is rising, reclaiming command of your reality. You may feel tired, emotional, even detached. That's not failure, it's a sign of detox. Your body is releasing decades of fear, doubt, and scarcity. You're not broken, you're rebuilding, you are being recalibrated for greatness. You are no longer operating as a wounded human trying to survive. You are stepping into your true nature, a divine being in physical form. Let it happen. Surrender to the upgrade. This is not weakness, it's wisdom. One of the most powerful choices you can make right now is to trust the process. Rest when your body calls, and stay aligned with truth, because on the other side of this sacred rewiring is the strongest, clearest, most unstoppable version of you ever created. You didn't endure all that pain just to play small. Your purpose is not only spiritualists profitable. You're about to witness firsthand that walking in divine alignment doesn't mean sacrificing abundance. In fact, it's the key to unlocking it. When you live your purpose, provision chases you. And now, the floodgates are opening. The ideas, the visions, the nudges, they weren't random. They were downloads, blueprints from heaven, whispered to your soul when you were still enough to receive them. And now, those seeds are becoming harvest. You're going to get paid to be yourself, to share your story, to shine your light. This isn't hustle. This is holy strategy. Your purpose is becoming your profession. You're not working to survive anymore. You're working to serve. And when you serve from the soul, the rewards multiply naturally. You'll attract clients, contracts, and divine collaborations, not because you're selling hard, but because you're radiating truth. The world is tired of fake. People are craving what you carry, so stop doubting your worth. Stop shrinking your voice. Stop playing small just to make others comfortable. You are anointed to prosper. In this next chapter, your mission and your money will finally align. Why? Because abundance is not earned, it's your birthright. You are being watched over more closely than ever. You are divinely protected. No weapon formed against you will prosper, not by chance, but by spiritual law. When you walk in purpose, you operate under divine insurance. You are shielded, guarded, and guided. What once harmed you now bounces off your field. Attacks fall flat. Manipulators get confused. Circumstances that used to shake you now barely register. Why? Because your energy field has changed. You are covered in light, and no darkness can penetrate it. There is a hedge around you now. You'll begin to notice it. Coincidences that protect you. Close calls that somehow miss, doors closing just in time to prevent detours. Redirections that feel nothing short of miraculous. You're not lucky, you're chosen. You're not protected by chance, but by design. And this covering, this glow, this favor, it's permanent. These aren't coincidences. They're divine interventions. You are not walking alone. You are surrounded by angels, by ancestors, by protective forces far greater than anything you can see. So move with confidence, not fear. Nothing formed to destroy you will succeed. You are unshakable, not because you're perfect, but because you're protected. When you walk in divine light, even your shadow becomes a weapon against the dark. In this season, clarity won't come from noise. It will rise from silence. God is whispering next-level instructions, but not in chaos, not in crowds. He's speaking in the stillness, in quiet mornings, in soft light, in sacred solitude. That's where your downloads are waiting. That's where your divine instructions will appear. You've done enough asking. Now is the time to listen. You don't need to strive. You don't need to chase. You just need to become still enough to hear what's already being spoken. Divine strategy isn't loud, it's precise. It shows up as a nudge, a whisper, a knowing. But you'll only catch it if your soul is quiet enough to receive. So disconnect from the noise, from the scroll, from the comparison. Your greatest breakthrough won't come from another book, podcast, or opinion. It's waiting in the quiet spaces within you. God is not shouting, He is whispering, and His voice carries power, precision, life-changing clarity. So create space, journal, pray, walk in nature, breathe deeply. You are not being ignored, you are being instructed. And once you receive that instruction, everything will begin to accelerate. There's a reason you've always felt different, misunderstood, out of place in rooms where others seemed to belong. That wasn't a flaw, it was divine design. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out, to lead, to awaken, to shift rooms just by being whom you are. You weren't rejected because you lacked something. You were rejected because you carried light into spaces built on shadows. The discomfort you felt, that was preparation. God was shaping you through silence, through stretching, through sacred isolation. Because real leaders aren't made on stages. They're forged in secret. You weren't overlooked. You were hidden for protection, for preservation, for the right moment. And now, that moment has come. The season of hiding is over. You will no longer apologize for your strength. You will no longer dim your wisdom to keep others comfortable. You will no longer lower your frequency to be accepted in places you've already outgrown. Because now you know, you were born to disrupt darkness, to blaze trails, to be a lighthouse. You are the one who goes first so others can follow in the glow of what you carry. So lead, speak, shine, not for ego but for purpose. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs your clarity, your courage, your authenticity. And when you fully own your voice, the atmosphere around you will shift, energy will move, chains will break. And remember this, you are not too much. You are exactly what this moment has been waiting for.